Jennings was once celebrated as a revolutionary figure in the world of transgender visibility, a vibrant, courageous child who dared to tell the world, "I'm a girl." From national interviews with Barbara Walters to her own TLC reality series, I Am Jazz, she became the symbol of a new generation, a story of affirmation, bravery, and identity. But behind the cameras, beneath the headlines, was a much more complicated journey. One not just about gender, but about the immense cost of being a symbol before ever being allowed to simply be a person. Born in 2000 in South Florida and assigned male at birth, Jazz began expressing her gender identity as early as 2 years old. "I'm a girl," she'd insist over and over again. Her parents, Jeanette and Greg, faced an unimaginable decision: resist or affirm. By age 5, Jazz had socially transitioned. She wore dresses, grew her hair long, and was known by her chosen name. Her family stood by her, and soon, so did the spotlight. Jazz's 2007 appearance on 2020 catapulted her into national fame. Audiences were stunned by the confidence and clarity with which this young girl spoke about her identity. But that attention came with a price. Jazz was no longer just a child. She became a public figure, a cultural flashpoint in the debate over gender and childhood. And as her fame grew, so did the stakes. Her life became a movement, broadcast, debated, and dissected. With her mother Jeanette leading the way as both advocate and protector, Jazz's journey became a televised roadmap for trans youth. At age 11, she began puberty blockers. By 14, she was taking estrogen. And by 17, she underwent gender confirmation surgery. But those milestones, often framed as victories, carried hidden complications. Because Jazz had started puberty blockers so early, there wasn't enough tissue for the surgery, forcing doctors to perform multiple complex procedures using skin grafts. The recovery was brutal, both physically and emotionally. On camera, Jazz often smiled. But behind the scenes, diary entries revealed a young woman struggling. "I feel like I'm living a lie," she confessed in one journal. The girl America saw as strong and confident was, in reality, breaking under the weight of expectations. Jazz began experiencing depression, binge eating, and extreme emotional fatigue. She gained over 100 pounds and confessed that food had become her coping mechanism. The young girl who once glowed with purpose now struggled to get out of bed, attend therapy, or even brush her teeth. Despite being accepted into Harvard, Jazz delayed enrollment, saying, "I need time to heal." It was the first time she publicly admitted that she wasn't okay. That brave confession exposed a troubling truth: that Jazz had been asked to carry a narrative too heavy for any child. Supporters began to question whether her transition had happened too soon. Had she ever been given the space to simply explore? Or had she been rushed into a lifetime of medical decisions because the world was eager for a perfect story? Even within her own family, cracks began to show. Her mother, Jeanette, long seen as Jazz's fiercest advocate, began to clash with her daughter on camera. Their once unshakable bond became tense. Jazz's siblings voiced quiet concerns, while her father appeared emotionally distant. What had once looked like the ideal support system now appeared to be a family worn down by the relentless demands of fame, activism, and television production. In her early 20s, Jazz spoke with heartbreaking honesty about feeling lost and disconnected from her own body. "I feel like I don't even know who I am anymore," she said. That wasn't a rejection of her identity. It was the raw voice of a person finally confronting the weight of a life lived under constant scrutiny. Her story isn't an argument against transition. It's a plea to remember that people, especially children, need time to grow without being turned into symbols. Today, in 2025, Jazz Jennings is trying to rebuild. She shares fewer updates, focuses on mental health, and quietly works to rediscover who she truly is. The cameras are no longer rolling, and maybe that's the greatest gift she's received: the freedom to be more than a headline. Jazz's journey teaches us that identity should never be shaped for public approval. It should be something found, not forced. And in her quiet, courageous effort to reclaim her story, Jazz reminds us of something we all need to hear: "I'm still figuring it out." Thanks for watching StarLoop News. If this story moved you, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a powerful story. Until next time. Stay curious, stay kind, and stay tuned.